Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Merle, and today we're gonna be doing something relaxing, simple, refreshing. It's the summertime, and we're going to be making my super easy vegan summer pasta dish. Now, let me point out, the root of this recipe came from Blue Zone's diet. You guys have probably seen the documentary. Maybe some of you have the cookbook. Aria actually made it for me because he tried the Blue Zone's diet for 2 weeks, way back in the day. And since then, I have put my own little spin on it because I've added a few things, reduced a few things, just kind of made it my own. And it is, let me tell you, if you're someone who thinks you can't cook or cooking is hard or you wish you cooked more, this is for you. This is easy. We're talking minimal dishes, just the pot to boil your pasta, and we're talking just chop, chop, chop. You're chopping vegetables, you're not even cooking them, you're putting them in raw. You get veggies, you get healthy fats, you get it. Pasta, did I mention the pasta? You get a lot of good stuff. And I'm even gonna tell you a few ways you can up the protein on this, because the original one doesn't really, it's not like a high protein dish. So let's get into it. Let's make this delicious summer pasta dish. So the first thing we're gonna do, let's talk about the vegetables we're using here today. We got some Roma tomatoes, organic Roma tomatoes. There's only 2 of them, so it's not the rule of 3, but in case anyone's wondering, if you wanna learn to juggle, you start with 2, and you don't do this. Where you pass it, you do this. Up, 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 up. When you see people juggling and they're passing it under, that's not juggling, just in case you were wondering. Anyway, we're gonna be using organic Roma tomatoes. And you can also use cherry tomatoes if you want to, instead of these. And if you're using just cherry tomatoes, you can just halve them or quarter them. A red onion, plenty of garlic, some basil, parsley, spinach, lemon, mushrooms, olive oil. And you can use any kind of pasta you want. Here's one little high protein moment. You can use a red lentil pasta or a chickpea pasta to immediately boost the amount of protein you're gonna get per serving. A lot of them have something like 15 or 16 grams of protein per 3/4 cup. So that right there, that's what I honestly might do if I'm trying to make this protein packed. I'm not doing that today. I'm just gonna do straight up spaghetti because I feel like it. Basically, this is the most work you're gonna do. We're gonna slice up all of these veggies. So get a nice sharp knife and we're gonna dice up our Roma tomatoes. This will really put your knife sharpness to the test. And once we've got that, we can go ahead and get a big bowl. I'm gonna use a big glass bowl. And once you've got that sliced up, we're gonna go ahead and just put everything, all these veggies right there in the bowl. Then we're gonna take our red onion, just a small red onion is fine. If you don't have a red onion, you can use a yellow onion or a white onion or shallot. But the red onion is, to me, pretty crucial because the sweetness from it is just really nice. While we're doing all of our chopping, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start cooking our pasta. I'm just using a pound of pasta here. It's just good old spaghetti. You could use durum spaghetti if you want a little more protein. You can use lentil or chickpea based, like I said before, up to you. I'm just using plain old spaghetti today. This is what I have. Heavily salt your water, people, okay? Heavily salt it. I'm adding a little olive oil to the water, which you don't have to do. I'm doing it because we're gonna use the pasta water later on, and that's what I'm doing, okay? I'm doing it. It's too late, it's already happening. I'm gonna use a pack, 1 15-ounce pack of baby bella mushrooms, and we're gonna kind of dice those up into nice little pieces. I once put a version of this recipe out there on like short form content land, and everyone was like, I can't believe you're eating these mushrooms raw. I can't believe it. Call the police. It's fine to eat them raw, okay? I don't know where you're reading it, but it's fine to eat these mushrooms raw. It is. I've had this pasta dish dozens of times, and I'm thriving, so don't be scared. And if you're scared, you can cook them if you want, but that kind of defeats the purpose of how simple this is. The beauty of this recipe is that we're not actually cooking anything except for the pasta itself. All we're doing is chopping up vegetables, putting them in a bowl, and making a delicious, beautiful oil-based. I added this to the recipe. This is my own addition just to fit some more veggies, some more greens in there. You could use kale. I'm gonna use spinach because it tends to break down easier. And actually, kale might be too crunchy. I've never done that, so don't quote me, I've never tried it. That might be too much. If you're hardcore, love kale, and you slice it, chop it up small enough, it might be fine. Then we're gonna add in some basil. I'm just gonna chop this up as well so it gets nice and evenly dispersed. We're gonna mince our garlic. I love garlic. It's a personal preference. You can use more, you can use less. Dealer's choice, but It's gonna be better with more garlic, as most things are. Then we're gonna use the juice from a half of a lemon. We're gonna add in a half cup of olive oil, salt and pepper to taste, some chili powder or red pepper flakes, whatever you prefer. And we're just gonna mix this all up, like press it even, you know? Let it really mix, mash, absorb, combine, bring it all together. Now I'm gonna add in a little bit of the pasta water that's gonna help to kind of cook down the spinach wilt a little bit and give it a little bit more of a cohesive feel. We might have to add a little bit more oil, olive oil as well. So this is up to you how much oil you wanna add, if you wanna add more, if you wanna add more pasta water, totally up to you. And if you're making this for like a huge feast for a whole family, you can go ahead and just toss your pasta right in there. I like to keep my pasta in this separate because I'll usually make this and then I'll eat it over the week. So I'll refrigerate the vegetable base and then I'll refrigerate the pasta separately. Here's a little pro tip. Once you've got it all mixed together, let it sit for like 15-20 minutes even. The salt is gonna draw the water out of everything in there so you have more juices that you can drizzle all over your pasta. It will be worth it, trust me. If you're doing it quickly, you can eat it as is, and while you're eating it and while it's drawing the water out, you can drizzle it over the top if you're in a rush. But that's like the best way to do it. My gosh, it smells so good. Honestly, I could just eat this by itself. Oh, that is so good. Couple other options for you. You wanna ramp up the protein, you can add chickpeas in here. They're usually around 7 grams of protein per half cup. Nutritional yeast. All right, let's put it all together. Obviously, if you make a big batch of this, it's gonna take longer, but if you just wanna make a personal size for yourself, you could reduce this by like half or a quarter, and you can whip it up really fast. Okay, our pasta, beautiful. I'm gonna add just a little bit of olive oil in there. And we don't wanna miss out on these incredible juices at the bottom. Do not skip the juices. All right, all that's left to do is eat, and I know what's coming. It's like filling, delicious, refreshing, so flavorful, so flavorful. Oh my gosh. You know, you're not gonna feel super heavy afterwards. It's nice, simple sauce, really oil, pasta water, and all of the juices from these vegetables. Oh my God, it's so good. It is so good. Don't wait to try this one, just make it. It never disappoints. I hope you try it. Super beginner friendly. It's light, it's refreshing. Just like your browser right now while you're going to cry over your terrible, dusty, old website. Which reminds me, let's thank today's sponsor, Squarespace. Much like this pasta dish is going to become an instant classic in your household, Squarespace is a classic in the website platform domain. See what I did there? Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. It doesn't matter if you're just getting started or if you already manage an established brand. Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time. Are you trying to kick your brand to the next gear but you just don't know where to start? Spaghetti about it, sorry. You can make a personalized website with Squarespace's new guided design system, Squarespace Blueprint. So instead of having to think of it right off the top of your head exactly how you want it to look, you can pick and choose from professionally curated layouts and styling options. You can kind of peruse and see what you like and what you don't like. Then you can make it your own and build your unique site. And you and your brand can get discovered fast with integrated, optimized SEO tools so that your brand and your website pops up to the people that are looking for what you got. Once you've got your gorgeous site up and running, Squarespace makes checkout seamless for your customers, accepting credit cards, Apple Pay, PayPal, and in some countries you have the option for customers to buy now and pay later with Afterpay and ClearPay. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/merlonial to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. It's www.squarespace.com/merlonial for 10% off your first website or domain. Thank you so much, Squarespace. Let's get back to the video. I get hosting anxiety. This is a simple go-to. There's nobody that's not gonna like it. It's just a fresh summer pasta dish with some nice garlic bread, sourdough bread. Amazing, delicious. Let me know if you do try it. Let me know if you put your own spin on it, change it up. It's really, really, really good. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know it's pretty simple and straightforward, but it's seasonal, so I figured it was probably a good idea. And frankly, I wanted to eat it, so I thought I should share it. And if I make it, I can eat it. So Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It really does help. It means a lot. And please let me know in the comments below what other recipes you'd like to see. I'm always trying to grow and change and give you guys stuff you actually want, you know? So if there's certain recipes you'd like, if you want more desserts, if you want more high protein, if you want more Blue Zones recipes, I'm happy to do that. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao for now.